What's going on, guys? Joel Robinson here, and in this video we are setting up for a gender reveal fireworks show on a budget. I hope everyone watched the gender reveal because I posted the video first, because this video is going to obviously spoil it. If you haven't done so, make sure to check that out. And if you've already watched it, you know it's a boy. For my firstborn child, we did a full pyro musical, and for this one, I tried to keep it a little more modest. Mostly because, believe it or not, I couldn't find a lot of boy songs that I really liked, and didn't have a lot of time to get all the product I needed to do a full-on pyro musical, so I'm keeping it non-pyro musical, scripted show. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with some fountains. I've had these for quite some time. These are the tie-dye surprise from Keystone. Let those go for a few seconds. Come in with the Gone in 60 Seconds, which is a 65-second cake, perfect for show fill. Not so good for a pyro musical, hence why I'm going to use it here. So basically it starts off with just normal fireworks. About halfway through this cake going off, I have some different color strobes, so we're going to have those start to go, because as these cakes finish, the strobes will continue to build to suspense. And then I have a few second delay in there when everything should go completely dark, and then I'll come in with my blue. So I have all blue stuff that I kept from 4th of July this year I did not use, such as slice cake, some star comets, some 1-second flames. I have 10 of these Roman candles. So what we'll do is we'll start off with the blue, do some different chases, hit the 200-gram cakes, the Roman candles, 500-gram cakes to end it. Should be pretty cool. There's not going to be like a huge punch for the finale this time. Last time I did shells and I did white, and apparently that confused people, even though there was a bunch of pink before the white. So I just opted to, you know what, we're just going to end with all blue. So even though it's not pyro musical, it's still a scripted show. So the first thing I need to do is get all of my product labeled. So I do have 5 different positions. So in this case, 10 Roman candles, 2 at each position, just doing like a V pattern, 25 degrees. You'll see I got this retail for $9 a candle, which is honestly not a bad retail price. Okay, this is hysterical because I just now caught it. Where's my channel and my cue? I printed these labels before I addressed the show, meaning they were not assigned to a channel cue. They have a position, they have an angle and effect, but not a channel cue, so these labels are useless. Alright, silly me. These look much better. I'm going to go ahead and reapply these labels. I won't make you guys watch that again. These fountains, I was going to take the bottoms off so I could put a pole down here for mounting purposes. And I kind of like know these are built this way, but it's just funny to see this is actually what's inside of here. So it's just a tube in there, and then there's a weight of like wood chips in the bottom that kind of keeps it so when you light it as a consumer it stays upright. So I'm going to mount these on like 3-foot poles just to get them off the ground, and you'll see why once we're on site. I was thinking about taking all of them out like this. Just one note on that: so as soon as I do this, this is no longer a labeled product. Just be careful doing stuff like that, because this is properly labeled. So if you were to be found in possession of this, the law enforcement would know exactly what it is. This they don't, and that could get you some serious trouble. Just want to note that for legality purposes. I have 5 of the gender reveal from Big Fireworks. They're just 200-gram cake, 16 shots. You'll see I got it retail for $9, which honestly can't complain with that price. I decided to take all the wrapping off just in case anyone comes on site that doesn't know the gender. You know, this is obviously going to give it away. That'll make it a little more conspicuous. I was debating on taking the blue covers off of the Roman candles too, which I can still take like the paper off, but like freaking hate how Roman candles are just a bunch of fuse in here. So I ripped the top off, and I think this was the fuse I was supposed to light, but it's just like a ball of fuse in there, which I understand it's more than likely going to light. I just I hate that. It's just there. I like to be symbolic in my shows, and that's why I chose Gone in 60 Seconds. If you get it, you get it. No, actually, what I wanted to show you guys is I've been taking the wrappers off so you don't know what cake is what. And these cakes are really cool because boy or girl, right? So if the audience saw this, they would have no idea. And how you tell is the little dot on the barcode. So you see a blue dot there. It should be on both sides. Yep, blue dot there. So that's how you know in the store if it is a blue or pink cake. Now, the funny thing would be they're all labeled as blue. If one was pink, that would suck. But they're all labeled as blue, so I did my due diligence there. I'm starting to poke all the cakes for electric match. If you've never done this before, I did a really good job of covering this in my 4th of July setup. I'll link that video in the description below. Use the brass awl. You can also find this in the description. Poke my hole, and that is where we're going to insert our electric match. This is where we're doing the show. So the grass here, it's taller than I would like, but we're going to be lined up along this fence here. And the audience is going to be across the field over by the house. That's like 600 feet, so it is quite far. If I spin around here, this field here, I've shot fireworks here before. It's much taller back there than it looks. And originally I wanted to set up back there and have the audience where I'm at. But we shifted it, so I'm going to be setting up here. This is the middle position, and I went ahead and did 35-foot spacing, one there and one there instead of 50. So all that's really going to do is make my single shots closer together. I'm going to keep everything else in the show identical. So I've started to lay out all of the product, going to continue to do so, and then I'll come back through and start figuring out how I'm going to position everything, stake it all down. Okay, so the ground is too hard for these bases, so I was trying to break them off, and you'll see there's a very thick part that's in this cardboard. So I was having trouble breaking them off, so I gotta like rip these Roman candles apart to get the inserts out in order to have them sit directly on the ground. I'm basically done with setup at 7:30, so it took me about 2 hours to set up. The only thing I need to do is, you'll see like that 200 gram cake there, I want to tape it to the cake in front of it. You'll see some Roman candles I left whole, so I'll come back and do a quick check here. Tall grass sucks. Other than that though, all 5 positions are wired in. So once I secure everything, I'll go through, do all of my checks. Nice little sunset over there. And then I will go out there, set up for recording. I'll probably launch my drone from the left. This is just a single shell. This is actually a 15-second warning, and also for camera framing. And then we got, this position's a little bit lower than some of the other ones. Gone in 60 seconds, and then that big blue cake, the Roman candles, angled at 25 degrees, some comets, 1 slice cake, blue flame. And then if we go, positions 2 and 4 are mirrored, and positions 1 and 5 are mirrored. So this is position 4. That fountain I took apart, a strobe. I'll secure that cake there, but large Winda gender reveal, and then big, small gender reveal. See, I staked some single shots because I couldn't bring myself to drag my metal racks out for 2 shots. And then same thing here, Roman candles angled either way. And I can already tell that this one's at a more extreme angle than that one, but whatever. And then down here for the last position, which is slightly on a hill, which is why I shrunk my total distance. Strobe, flame, single second, Roman candles. So single shots, mines and comets, all blue. Gone 60 seconds. And then the Winda cake. And again, I think right now I'm going to just go ahead and tape all those 200 gram cakes together, check continuity, and then I'll be ready for showtime. Fireworks are right between this field and the bean field there. Audience is by the house way over there. So I'm like 250 maybe feet away. So this is where I'm going to set up my cameras. I'll fly the drone, not off the top of the side-by-side here, but I'll fly the drone somewhere above me, and then I'll have an elevated position up here. My water cannon's out there by the fireworks, but yeah, look at that sky. Unfortunately, we're not flying my drone tonight, which sucks. 20 minutes ago I got it out, was going to do a test flight. Flew it 3 weeks ago, everything was fine, but something happened, which DJI has been having a lot of issues with this over the last couple of years, where their app just stops freaking working every time they do an update or something. See, the problem is then if I don't have the app working, you're flying blind. So you can't frame it because you can't visually see it. You're just looking in the sky where the drone's at. You can't make sure it's focused. So there's really almost no point in flying it if you can't see it to frame it and make sure it's focused. This location, a drone, 300 feet in the sky looking back at this would have been perfect. Should have got it out yesterday. Waiting for it to get a little bit darker. 2 concerns. 1, wind is pretty much non-existent and it's getting very humid, which means smoke is going to linger, and I don't know if you can hear it, but the bugs are loud. Yikes. Oh well. Well, I can hear the audience cheering over there. Definitely smoky. Don't know if you can see that. Look at that smoke. I saw at least 5 Roman candles not go, so we're going to go check that out. It's crazy. So position number 1, 1 Roman candle to the right didn't go. The match, yep, match went. Pretty sure there was one that didn't go at position 2 as well. Yep. Yep. Same thing here. The match went. The fuse did not light. Another one. Yep, also went. For the record, those are the only things using the fuse tubes that were like touching the fuse. Everything else was direct matched. Yep, both of those did not go. Well, overall successful. It does suck in the Roman candles because that was half of the Roman candles didn't go. Just took a closer look at one of them. Look at that. The only thing I should have done is I should have cut the end of the fuse at an angle. But, I mean, that's black. Like, it charred it, just didn't light it. Oh well, live and learn. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video for my firework gender reveal for my second child. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.